Hello, everybody. How's it all going? I'm live now on the Healy Avalon Facebook group. Good to see everybody. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. So those that are around and want to catch up and check in, or if you want the Zoom link, send me a private message right now so I can send you the link so you can join face to face. I'm just going to have a little look and see who's on the live right now, see if anyone's joining in. We're a little bit late this morning, so we're doing a 10:30 start today, and it's me solo again, but we're going to do something really exciting. So just having a quick look on the Healy Avalon Facebook group quickly to see who's online. Tell me where you're tuning in from if you're catching this now. And yeah, just like how you're feeling today. And we're going to do a live scan. So I'm going to show you how to scan your business. So those that have not done this yet, this is so cool. And if you don't have a business and you want to scan something else, that's fine. So what you can do is you can go and grab your Healy if you want to do it with me, and we can, go through the process of adding the client and then going through and scanning the different databases. Now I got like this advice from Martina, who might be watching this at some point, and it's something that I've started doing regularly now. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to share my screen from my phone, and let's fingers crossed that the technology is on our side today. It usually is. So let's just go here. Yeah, okay. Just checking that I wasn't muted this time. I was muted last week. Okay, so I'm going to just give myself the host. That will help. I want to do this. I think I'm already co-host. Yeah, okay, perfect. So sharing the screen now from my phone. And it should pop up. Start now. All right, we're on my phone screen. Brilliant. I will be doing a small technical workshop and training on how to do this for yourself, if you're willing to do this for clients, and that will be coming up soon. I'll be doing a tutorial on this exact process. All right. So I'm going to just go straight to the Healy Advisor Blue app. Those that don't know the Blue app, you can watch one of our beginner's guide to Healy's that's on Wednesday nights. We've got quite a few on our YouTube channel, which we've been doing over the last weeks. So if you want to join to learn about what the Healy is and you don't know what it is yet, you can join those. And if you're new to Healy and want to learn something new, and you're still not sure how it all works, you can go to our to my YouTube channel and learn how to do that. The YouTube channel link will be put into the comments of this live chat. All right, so I'm just going to go next. Now I have actually already inputted Healy Avalon into the analysis already. So I'm going to just go through the process anyway, so you can see how I do it. Okay, so there we go. You've got the resonance analysis and aura analysis. That's your first page. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the little house in the left-hand corner. There you can see where your clients are kept, and also the lists and the history of all of your scans that you've ever done. So going into clients, if we go add a new client, we can see there what's possible to add. So you can add a person, an animal, a plant, an organization, a building, a vehicle, a group, or other. So we're going to just go in straight away and put in organization. All right. In here, this is where you input your information of your business. All right. So you need a logo of your business. If you don't have a business and it's more about your working life or your career or something that you're wishing to do, something that really, something that's visual for that. So if it's just a picture that that inspires you, or if you have a logo, you can put that in there. If you don't have those things yet, but you're still not sure if it's just a word or just a name, you can write that name down on a bit of paper and then take a picture of it. And that way, you know that that's your creation, all right? And it doesn't need to be perfect at the beginning. It just needs to be an idea, or it can be a full business if you like. So as we see here, it gives you the opportunity to add in your tax number, your VAT ID. The name of the company is something that you really need to put in there. The date of foundation, if you have it, or maybe it's the date of the foundation of your idea, and the place of foundation. All of that is really important. Tax number, VAT, you know what, you don't really need that. I didn't put that in for mine, and it's not important. Recording the vibration, I haven't added that either, so I don't believe it's really that important to record every vibration to get a decent scan. Obviously, if a person is next to you and they can place it in their hand and make a vibration, then that's great. If not, I mean, you can also take your own vibration whilst you're thinking of the intention of your business. That's also a possibility. So if it's something that's coming really from your heart space, and really, you really want to manifest something right now, and you really want to feel into your business and then take a vibration of yourself, that's also a possibility. Now you can add in your email, your phone, your street and postcode and country if you want to. That's going to kind of take that information from the blueprint, from the Akashic records, from the database of energy that's out there in the universe. So as much information as you want to put in, the more information you put in, is usually the more accurate it will be. I don't always put the address in there. All right, so just going to jump off that. So you should, if you're doing that now as we speak, make sure you tick the tick box at the top of the box, okay? And then you can, then your client will be entered. All right, I'm just going to go straight into my client list, and I'm going to go to Healy Avalon. So here we go, Healy Avalon. There's Healy Avalon, a client. You can see it there, the date of foundation, and so on and so on. If you're not 100% sure when it was created, just make a guess, all right? Just really feel into it. When did it really start for you? And just go ahead and just put that date in that comes to your mind. It doesn't have to be perfect, just ones that you really feel into it and that it feels right for you. Great, so we can now move into the scanning process. So anyone who's watching this live, feel free to put any questions in the chat so I can answer them for you as best I can, all right? So we can go into the resonance analysis now, and we can look at, maybe we're going to scan the I-Ching. This is a recommendation that was made for me, and I did the Healy Avalon I-Ching scan before, and it was really quite amazing actually. So moving forward, we're going to click the resonance analysis, all right, and we're going to connect to Healy. So it's going to ask to connect. I'm going to scroll down and click Healy Avalon. It's going to scan for the device now, so we just have to wait for a moment. All right, so found me, brilliant. So here we go, connecting. Wonderful. Okay, so here we go. Here we've got our focus with what do I have the greatest resonance now, okay? We're really going to feel into our career, our business, whatever it is, our direction, our purpose. Let's say it's our purpose in life, okay? And if you don't have a business yet, and say you know what your purpose is, or you have a feeling for that, you can put that in there as well, okay? So it's really going to scan your life mission, all right? So we really know the direction we're going to go in. Continue with database selection. Now we've got a whole load of databases that we're able to look through for this, all right? And we can do any of the Healy programs, but I'd like to do the I-Ching, all right? So if everyone wants to click on the I-Ching, if you're doing this now, I'm going to click there. Now I'm going to start the analysis now. I'm going to go quiet for a while it scans, because I'm really going to feel into scanning Healy Avalon, all right, and all the people that are here watching right now can watch how that works, all right? So start analysis. We're all going to close our eyes, and we're going to just really feel into our true purpose, our true life mission, all right, and where we're going with our lives and what it is that we really have to do in this life. Okay, here we go. Okay, so while we wait for the analysis to be completed, oh, that was very fast. Okay, Healy Avalon I-Ching. All right, this is what's come up. So the first thing that's come up, we're going to have a look, and the first part of the desired state is always the same, because the desired state is what we're going to send the vibrations for. All right, so it's always the affirmation, it's always the positive side of it. All right, if you're unsure of what the I-Ching means, I do have a template on all the I-Ching desired states, all the numbers. So if this is not enough information, and usually it's not enough information for me and I have to go and look it up online, you can do that. All right, and you can go deeper into what each of these mean. Okay, and we can probably do that today as well. So it says, with the power of my divine consciousness, I now transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of the client. So that means into the field of the business, or into the field of your purpose or your life mission. Okay, so that's all the positive vibrations we're going to send. All right, and that's the affirmation. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for the business, your purpose, has been achieved. All right, and the number is number 8, pi, the agreement. Okay, design state description stands for the unity and should remind us of the benefits of community thinking. So let's just think about that just for a moment, because here we are as a community all doing this scan together, and it's quite exciting that that's come up on the I-Ching, that this is a community, and that's why we built this. All right, this is why Healy Avalon is here, to support the people. And I do want to look into what the agreement means, and I might be able to do that afterwards. I might bring up the document and we can write this down and go through what each of these mean. Okay, so the first one is the agreement and unity and community. So what you can do now is, if you're doing the scan with me, whether it's a replay or whether it's live now, you can write this down. Okay, let's make a chart. So the agreement, unity and community. All right, really important. And this might really help you inspire your life purpose in what you're actually doing. Okay, so if you're not 100% sure what you want to do, but you have a feeling of like, I want to bring peace to the world, or I want to bring like for example, Healy Avalon, and my purpose, and my general purpose, not just Healy Avalon, is to bring up the frequency of the people and the planet. So really feeling into, what is your mission in life? What is it that you want to achieve, without any business actually that's involved in it? The business and what you're going to create is like a portal. It's almost like you're channeling your mission through that. Okay, and you can have many of them. I also have sacred, and sacred is another channel where I want to bring up the positivity and to bring up the frequency of the people on the planet. So really feeling into that. Looking down to the next one. So this one is, again, with the same desired state description. All right, the first part is, with the power of my divine consciousness, I now transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of the business, your mission, your purpose. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for the purpose, business, has been achieved. Now I've got number 24, the return point. And this description says, this symbolizes the new beginning or return, and may announce a time of return to one's self. Okay, so that's also quite an interesting one. And I do really believe this is the new beginning for everybody. It's the whole year has just been an absolute transformation of everybody. And even though there is a negative side to it, I do believe that there is some positive in it. And I don't think we could have continued the way that we were going prior to what is going on now. We were so living in a world that was almost unrealistic. Like, we didn't understand what it was to feel like we can't do what we want to do. It's almost like we were able to get what we needed whenever we wanted. We have access to everything. And all of a sudden, we've been limited. And this is a new beginning for us all. And the new beginning is to change the way that we do things, change the way that we are creating our lives, and bringing up the frequency, tuning in to this Aquarian age, feeling into our frequencies, going within and vibrating ourselves on a higher level, so that we can then help and share with others, and how to bring up the others' frequencies as well. There's too much suffering, and we need to get ourselves out of that to be able to bring that to the next generations, the future generations. Okay, so let's move on. The next one that's come up is, again, with the power of my divine consciousness, I now transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of the business or purpose. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for the business has been achieved. Thank you. Also very important, that's part I didn't write. I didn't say this the last time. Thank you. Thank you is so important in this. Gratitude is everything that we actually need to bring what we want in our lives, what we desire into our lives. So really important. And the bit I missed off was the thank you in brackets, because that's the place that we need to go to be able to bring all of this into manifestation, into fruition. Now, the number I got here is the rise and the uplift. So symbolizing the ascent, and should indicate a time of ascension. I mean, that just says it all. How exciting is that? I really feel that, like, frequency is the future, and it is our time to ascend. So whatever is coming up for your business or your purpose, really feel into what it's saying. And it's not always positive. I mean, there is always positive elements to it. There's always a yin and a yang. And sometimes it might not make sense for you. It might not be ascension, but it might be something else. And I say that because I actually scanned Sacred yesterday, and it was very, very different to Healy Avalon. And that's something that I really need to look into. And we could possibly, in the future, do a scan of Sacred as well, so you can see what I mean. So symbolizing this and should indicate a time of ascension. Loving that. Absolutely loving that. Okay, so next one. So with the power of my divine consciousness, and I transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of Healy Avalon. May it work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for Healy Avalon and those around it has been achieved. Thank you. So this one is decision breakthrough. So this one symbolizes breakthrough, determination, and enterprising. Now, again, brilliant. I really feel like that this is something that is always evolving. Healy Avalon is evolving, as well as I am evolving, as well as the community is evolving. And it is a group process. I really do believe that. I don't think that we can continue doing things on our own. I think we need each other. And that's why I like to co-create with others to kind of bring this up. And the moment that you start co-creating with others and stop being on your own journey and making it about each other, we can bring that, and we can bring Healy Avalon to the next level. And I really think that this is the way it's really going. And that symbolizing breakthrough, determination, and enterprising is definitely something that I hold in my values, is determination. I'm really determined that this will work on another level for the future. And Healy Avalon will bring us all forward to where we need to be. Perfect. I really want to go on Facebook and see if anyone is joining and is putting any, but I don't want to go off. Let me just have a look, actually. Let me see if I can check for my computer and see who's actually signed on right now. Oh, hello. Hi, Lorraine, if you're still there. Tracy, hey, morning. Hi, Nicole. Really cool. Thanks for joining, everybody who's there. Oh, we've got 7 people joining, so that's brilliant. It's just great. It's really cool that you're all here with me and we're able to do this together. And I'm hoping that you're able to put your purpose and business into your Healy as well. So yeah, exciting. Feel free to share this with anyone. The link, if you go onto the live link, you can share it with your friends. So perfect. Let's go back to the scan. All right. So in the next one is coming up with the power of my divine consciousness. I now transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of Healy Avalon. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for Healy Avalon has been achieved. Thank you. So this one is number 26, the taming inhibition. So it symbolizes strong motivation and at the same time control over personal creativity. So perfect. I mean, that is really 100% like so accurate with what we're trying to create here with Healy Avalon. Massive strong motivation. I mean, if you had really met me like more than a year ago, there's no way that I would even be thinking I'm doing this. And it's even just sitting here on a live with you all, like in a way feeling like I'm talking to myself, but I know I'm not because you're all sitting there live listening in. But just that feeling that I can now really move forward with what I want to do and what I want to do with my life, and also to be able to help others. So just this, just even having this scan, and it really confirms how motivated you have to be. And it's not even like you have to force that motivation. It's like it comes from the purity of love for what you do. So whatever you are doing with your life, it's very, very important that you truly love it. And if you don't, then it's time to really rethink and go within. And if you're not sure at all what it is that you want to do, then it's time to really unfold and shed those layers that are blocking you from knowing what it is that you have to do in this life. So if you're really unsure in terms of what it is that your purpose is, then look at things that you like to do that can bring up that change of thought process within you. So whether it be go and do meditation, whether it is some kind of release work, something that really helped me over my kind of working out who I am process was letting go of things in my life, like also releasing suppressed emotions. So anything that you're suppressing or anything that you've not dealt with in your life is going to block you. Anything that you're sweeping under the carpet and hoping it will just disappear, that will stop you from moving forward. If you are working in a job that you don't like, and trying to build your own thing, there is an element of that will stop you from really moving forward. And I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow, but I am telling you that even if you went part-time, it would help you create your mission faster. And actually taking that leap of faith can actually help you create what it is that you really need to do. Because when you're flying and you have to surrender, like you've jumped out of a plane and you have to let go, there's no control, you can't hang on. So it's that feeling of falling and surrendering and letting go and just trusting that everything, that your parachute is going to open. All right, which is pretty much the feeling. And those that have jumped out of a plane before will know that feeling. It's like, whoa, I'm free falling, oh my God. There's like almost an overwhelm of fear, but almost an overwhelm of excitement at the same time. And the moment you click your parachute, you're like, boom, oh my God, suddenly everything is flowing towards you. And this is a time now to really step into that, because we're all thrown in out of our comfort zones right now. This is the perfect opportunity to go into that, to really go into moving out of your comfort zone and saying, you know what, I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to actually create what I want to do. rather than doing it for somebody else. So who out there resonates with this? Is anyone in there that is stuck in a job that they're not really feeling, or is anyone there that feels like they're on their true purpose right now and this is really helping them? Is there anyone there that can actually feel like, is anyone actually scanning their purpose or business right now, that they want to share something that came up for them? Feel free just to put that in the comments now. Hi from New Zealand, wonderful. Hey Deborah, hi Dee, good to see you here. And Des, amazing. Hey Des, I love your crystals. Wonderful. So yeah, perfect. Wonderful. So let's continue. We're halfway through. I'm not sure if I'll do a whole hour today. I was a little bit late, but that's all right. We're hopefully going to do a lot more of these over the next weeks. I would like to really go into what the Healy can offer us in terms of health and other things in our life. So I will be coming up with a whole week, a month's worth of lives that we're going to do. All right, with things like this. Okay, so we've done that now. And what I want to do now is we're actually going to send the vibrations for all of these things to bring this in, like kind of to let those vibrations flow. So really bringing this in and really being able to grow with it. So we're going to press actions and we're going to vibrate, and we're going to vibrate for 1 minute and 20, which is the usual, like the standard number that comes up. I like this timing the most, so I feel like this is going to work for us, and I'm going to start the process now. So as you can see, Healy Avalon is receiving the frequencies that it needs to receive. So with the power of my divine consciousness, I now transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of Healy Avalon. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for Healy Avalon has been achieved. Now you can continue and you can say this out loud, the affirmation, as we're doing the healing. All right. Again, with the power of my divine consciousness, and I transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of Healy Avalon. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for Healy Avalon has been achieved. Now, again, one more time, third time. With the power of my divine consciousness, and I transfer all selected qualities and information into the field of the Healy Avalon. May they work for the highest well-being of the whole until an optimal balance for Healy Avalon has been achieved. Now just closing our eyes and just feeling really being part of this, because you are part of this journey. You are part of the Healy Avalon community, and we're working together and we're able to lift each other up. And whether it's through health crisis, whether it's for your business or abundance or bringing Healy into your business, whatever that may be, whatever whatever your purpose with Healy is, this is your time now to really work with Healy in a way that is going to enhance your experience, enhance the experience of really feeling into what we've been missing in the last years, what the places we've gone to, the struggle, the suffering, the feeling like we're just surviving, and the crazy rat race, the really fast-paced world was flying off the handle, and we were not able to keep up. Oh, it was going so fast. And I don't know about anyone in here, but I really felt like I was almost like overwhelmed by it. I felt like I was being left behind, and my flow was no longer there. And I was just getting caught up with the small things that I couldn't control. And so now we are at a point where we've all been forced to stop. And now is the time to look into those areas that we didn't have time to before. Having that time to sit with ourselves and really understand what we need right now to be able to move forward. If that makes sense. Okay, wonderful. Let's just do let's go into another database. So I want to now go into scanning Healy Avalon through the Bach flower remedies. So let's see what Bach flower remedies come up for that. So let's go Healy Avalon. So continue with database. So let's have a little look. We've got also Alaskan gem elixirs. That could be a good one as well. Let's do backfire remedies to start with, because that was my initial intuitive feeling. So here we go. I'm going to start the analysis. Going to tune in. Just allowing ourselves to breathe in this moment, whatever you may be doing. Okay, perfect. All right, Healy Avalon. Let's see. So interesting what's coming up here. So the first one is sadness and melancholy. So it's number 21, mustard. The joy of life and cheerfulness, even on challenging days, is strengthened, and thus the personal development potential is promoted. So that's an interesting one, sadness and melancholy. So interpreting, so in these particular ones, you can really start to see, how do we interpret that into our business? How do we look at that? Now, we could see that as a negative and go, oh no, what does that mean? You know, but actually, no, it's saying there, cheerfulness, even on challenging days. So within your life, whatever it may be, within your business, within your life purpose, there are going to be days that are challenging. There are going to be days where you feel like you can't move forward. And I say that because I've been experiencing that over the last few days, actually. So the last 3 days, I feel like I'm swimming against the tide. And I don't know if it's to do with the energy at the moment, or if it just is forcing me to surrender. But there is something that is stopping me from really moving forward. So the joy of life and cheerfulness, even on challenging days, is strengthened. So this is so important, actually, because not everything is always positive, and it is important to surrender on these days where things aren't moving in the right direction. So go and do something that is bringing joy to yourself. Take a day off. Yesterday, I actually laid down in the evening and fell asleep for an hour. And this was just so blissful. I realized that, you know, I do relaxing things, but to go and just lay down in a quiet room and put my Healy on in a quiet room is something that I forget to do. And I'm always running around with the Healy on. But actually, we need to lay down with our Heelys. We need to really bring the frequency into our bodies in a relaxed place. And I touched on this yesterday in the Healy Hangout, that I definitely need to bring in Healy in a more peaceful way into my practice. And I do meditate with Healy, but I don't also lay down and receive the frequencies for about an hour. And I know that it's difficult to find that hour in our day, but whether it's in the morning or whether it's in the evening, to really start working with that, because it's not just about running around with the frequencies attached to us. It really is a healing. And you're not going to run around while someone's giving you a massage. You're not going to keep moving, because you need to relax to receive the massage. It's the same with any type of healing like session you're doing. All right, so really feel into that, and really feel into your practice. Where are you bringing in your Healy? So yeah, that one really makes sense for me at the moment, sadness and melancholy. All right. Mental exhaustion. And I love the way it says Monday morning mood. Wow. Okay. I love that the Healy have really like enhanced some of these readings. Desired state, number 17, hornbeam. The mental recovery and vitality combined with a clear head and waking spirit are strengthened, and thereby the personal development potential is promoted. All right. So again, this reading, if you're doing this for your business right now or your purpose, is really where it's coming from you. All right. It's coming from within you. So that feeling that you have is your life mission. And if you're feeling a bit off one day, or you're feeling like really mentally exhausted, it's time to shift that. Okay. It's time just to relax, look at what you're doing, take a breath, take a step back, look at everything from a whole. and just look at it and stop focusing on the small things, but really start focusing on what it is that you're actually trying to do from a bigger perspective. Go back to your mission, bringing the raising the frequency of the people on the planet to bring harmony and wellness into people's lives and also into your life. That's my mission. All right. So really feeling into what that is. All right. And that's important to know. If you've got a business and you don't know what your mission is yet, you really should look at that. And that's something that I only recently learned as well. Okay. So again, mental exhaustion is something that I really felt recently. Like I said before, is I feel a little bit like I'm swimming against the tide. I've been making so much progress. As you can see, I really am motivated to make a lot of progress. And sometimes that's too much. And it's almost like I get ahead of myself. So really just slow down. If you're feeling a block, slow down. Let's just try to, as you know, you can't let go of something if you're holding on to it. So it's really good to let go. Then you can resolve it. All right, moving on. Overcorrectness. Haha. Okay, here we go. Here's my OCD side. Overcorrectness, perfectionism, and rigid intentions rock water. So tolerance, openness, and understanding of new opinions, coupled with the ability to let go of obsolete principles, are strengthened, and thereby the personal development potential is promoted. Really feeling into that right now. Who else here in this live is struggles with this perfectionism and overcorrectness? Anyone? I'm just gonna have a little look, see who's commenting. Oh, great! We've got some people from Australia, Iceland joining. Just seeing if anyone's posting anything in there that that's coming up for them. So yeah, I struggle with this a lot, and it's very, very difficult to run something when everything is so perfect in life. Deborah said she does as well. You know what, like just being on this live right now is just an example to you that it's possible to do something and not be perfect, and that is something that I'm really working with right now. So if those that saw Healy Hangout last week, I was on my own for both sessions. So Wednesday I was muted for 3 minutes, and Thursday I actually got Zoom bombed, which means someone hacked into the Zoom meeting and started taking over and drawing loads of rude words all over the screen. I mean, that was such a huge challenge for me. And do you know what that came into? That I definitely that definitely came into my awareness because I had to work on this, not being perfect. And once the message behind what you're doing is strong, nothing else matters. And actually, people love authenticity and imperfection, because no one is perfect. You can try to be perfect, but you know, there's always an element of realness. And that's what we really need to tap into. So if you're thinking to do anything like this, like a live video, tap into that authenticity when you're in the live video. So you're really sharing from your heart space. And sometimes for me, when I'm sharing in the live, I get a little bit overwhelmed or I get nervous and a fear comes up for me. And then I end up blurting out all my words. So making sure that you give yourself time and space just to tap into the feeling of the group, and also really connect with the others that are actually watching. All of you right now that are watching, I really want to connect with you deeper, okay? And this overcorrectness and control and perfectionism is just something that's going to distract you from your mission. So I hope that makes sense for everybody. Great. Moving on. So self-sacrificing and exaggerated concern for others. Again, this just makes so much sense. And those that know me and sit here listening to me right now, I do self-sacrifice myself for a lot of things, but I definitely am a woman of service, and I definitely need to move through this. And this is what I'm doing now. I want to be in service and to help others and to be here for those that need help, you know, who need healing, and also those that need guidance. it's really important right now that I use everything I've learned over the years to help others to do the same thing. So if you're feeling lost, you can, or not sure where you're going with life, you can always book a free discovery call with me. So it's usually on the newsletter, or I will put the link into the Facebook group. Is I do 20-minute free discovery call, you know, whatever that may be that you need in your life to kind of move forward. You can have a chat with me, and we can talk about what it is and where you need to go, and what it is that you should do, what you could be doing, and the possibilities are there. And I've just moved away from that, obviously, because self-sacrificing and exaggerated concern for others, that is just something that I'm doing very regularly. So just a bit of support in that was what this is coming up with. So confidence in the self-responsibility of others is strengthened. Thus promoting the personal development potential. So I really like, it is like that I am confident in that responsibility for those that I am helping. And it's important that we all do that. When you are helping someone with your Healy, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's a client or someone like that, to really take responsibility and to be confident with what you're doing, because then the person really feels like they've got a safe space, and that way their process and their healing can work much better and much more accurately. And that space that you hold in a group or in a session is very, very important. So making sure that you are confident in that. And if it means connecting within yourself beforehand, whether it's through meditation, doing some shaking, letting go of anything that's within your field, needs to let go before you work with someone, really important that you do that. Okay, so moving on to the last one, self-reproach and feelings of guilt. One asks for maximum achievements, which one can never fulfill. So the recognition, so it's Pine, the recognition and acceptance of one's own limitations and mistakes, combined with self-love and tolerance, with one's own weaknesses is strengthened, and thereby the personal development potential is promoted. So again, really being accepting of ourselves in this journey. We've all been brought here like with so many high expectations of us, that we need to be successful and we need to achieve and we need to become the best and we need to be earning this amount of money to be happy. Do you know what? That's not what it's about. It really isn't. And I can honestly tell you that I feel so happy right now with the mission that I am completing, and it's nothing to do with any of those things about feeling successful or achieving or money. And you know what, those things flow towards you when you feel really happy in yourself. And accepting ourselves for who we are, and not expecting that we need to be something else. So being content with what you have already and being grateful for that. And when you're grateful for those things, then more things come towards you. And it's just the flow of life. So really, really nice. I really like doing the backflower remedies for business, our mission or purpose. So what we're going to do is we're going to vibrate those things. Let's all just feel into ourselves right now, wherever it is, your mission, your life purpose, whether it's even just your health or improving your health. Let's just focus in on that right now, and really bring, if you've got your Healy going, great, send the frequencies to yourself, or just tap into that and really feel into that and bring yourself into a positive light of acceptance of what it is and where you are, and accepting whatever that is. And when you do that, we can move through it. Okay, here we go. Sending the vibrations. So really just breathing into that space of acceptance. And even you can bring the affirmation, I accept everything in my life. I accept where I am today. I am now relaxed because I accept everything that is. nowhere to go, nowhere to be, just being with the self and being with what you are now, not trying to be something else, not trying to be something better, just to be happy with your current progress. We've gone through so much in the last year. Let's not try to do too much. Let's accept where we are today. And taking a last breath, and then opening your eyes if your eyes go closed. All right, brilliant. Thank you for going on that journey with me. Wonderful. Okay, we're just going to look back at the Facebook group to see if anyone in here is making any comments. Really cool. We've got 8 people watching. Beautiful. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it there, you know what, because I feel like 45 minutes is a good timing. We've been through quite a lot already. What we can do next week is we can scan something else. If you would like to learn how to scan something else, or if it's just health or something like that, feel free to put that into the comments, whether it's the replay or the live. Just pop that in there, say, oh, I want to scan this, or how do you scan that? Just, you know, whatever it is, whether it's a plant or whether it's just something that you really are curious about. Another good one is relationships. Anyone that you're struggling with in a relationship, whether it's a family member or a partner or something like that, really good idea to put the picture of those people together and scan that, making sure that you have the actual permission from that person. Actually, I would recommend that you have the permission, just to, you know, to bring forward your, you know, just, I think that it's important that we ask permission if we're going to do something like that. All right, so really, really beautiful to be here with everybody. And again, for the Healy Hangout, I'm looking forward to sharing with you the next month of what we're doing with Healy Hangout, so you can really plan those days. And yeah, thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everybody. It's so nice to have the support from everyone in the group. Just going to stop sharing, actually. So you can stop sharing. Beautiful. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next week on Wednesday for the Healy Hangout, and we will be doing something more exciting stuff. All right, brilliant. Take care, everybody. See you next time. Bye.